lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is DELUSIONAL. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok where this my favorite, TikToker who happens to be an Asian woman is, since setting records straight as usual to white delusionals. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to, put together. A lot of, white guys are actually coming to her, inbox to bash her or because she's anti-racist. Guys, I'm just gonna roll it. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section and let's dive into it.
Because each and every one of us in the United States lives under a system of white supremacy, which is a system of narcissistic abuse towards, first and foremost, Native Americans and Black Americans, and also other people of the global majority, and it harms white people as well. That means that we have been indoctrinated into narcissistic thinking in certain circumstances that can cause us to misidentify the motivation behind setting a boundary for the purposes of cultural protection. A narcissist believes that when a person has set a boundary that the narcissist doesn't like, that the other person has intentionally done something to the narcissist to cause harm to the narcissist. Most of the time, we're pretty good about understanding when boundaries are set for the purposes of protection. My house is my house, and that means that only people that I've invited can come over to my house. Unless a person is a narcissist, they understand that is a boundary set for the purpose of protecting me and my personal space. Only a narcissist would think that the reason why I say that is to hurt them. Yet collectively, we are not good at acknowledging and respecting the autonomy and the boundaries of Black people. It's why we touch their hair without asking. It's why we touch their babies without asking. And a lot of us believe that everything that belongs to Black people inherently belongs to us, such that when Black people set a boundary around historical, sacred, and ritualistic aspects of their culture, like hairstyles, we believe that they have taken something away from us. And Black Americans especially have every reason to be protective of their culture because they were taken from their land. They had everything taken from them. Their culture has been erased. Their culture has been stolen so that other people can profit off of it without giving anything back. And their culture has been criminalized. Still, Black Americans do not have the right to wear their own hairstyles in the workplace or in school without facing the potential for retaliation. So it is not about excluding anybody, much less a particular group. If, for example, I were to wear box braids, that would be cultural appropriation. That would be viewed as just as problematic as when a white person does it. So it is about setting boundaries for the purposes of cultural protection. And as members in community with Black people, it is our responsibility to observe and respect those boundaries. So this comment was left on the video about Black hairstyles, and I'm afraid that I'm going to need this commenter to get out the crayons and explain this comment to me like I'm a small child because I really don't understand what you mean by works both ways. Black people are setting a boundary around a cultural practice that is specific to them that they ask us to respect by not appropriating it. They are asking that we not engage in something. Unlike white people who forced themselves upon 84% of the world and went around the globe diluting, erasing, criminalizing, destroying, and appropriating other people's culture for the purpose of forcing their belief systems, religions, languages, and way of life upon the rest of us. That is what necessitated setting boundaries around cultural practices to protect them. Black people, on the other hand, are not creating and enforcing systems of oppression that require the rest of us to have Black hairstyles as the norm or otherwise face discrimination and retaliation. They are simply letting us know that Black hairstyles are for Black people. And by the way, they're not telling us that to be mean or to be exclusive. Those hairstyles are protective hairstyles if you have the hair that Black people have. It's actually damaging for most of the rest of us, so they're also letting us know, box braid at your own peril. You're obviously not aware of this, but blessed is not a word the global majority thinks of in association with Europeans. Words like plague and colonizer, maybe, but not blessed. And the cell phone in my hand came from China. So I don't know if you're referencing Steve Jobs or Martin Cooper or the Finnish inventor who created the first pocket-sized telecommunication device in 1917, and you probably don't know either because your education system has left you terribly ignorant and without the critical thinking skills necessary to effectively gather information. Because you believe that most great inventions can be attributed to one white person, as opposed to recognizing that the patent system is how white people colonize intellectual property. We would not have cell phones if it wasn't for the creation of the gamma electrical cell by black inventor Henry T. Sampson. And most of our cell phones would not have microphones in them if it wasn't for the particular microphone that was created by black inventor James Edward West. The creation of the first digital network, 1G, was launched in Japan, and then black electrical engineer Jesse Russell pioneered the creation of 2G, which launched in Finland first. 3G launched in Japan, 4G launched in Norway, 5G launched in South Korea, and 30% of the world's cell phones are manufactured in China. Because we, of the global majority, recognize that collective humanity has the ingenuity and creativity of one another to thank, whereas a lot of European Americans are laboring under the delusion that the rest of us have white people to thank. And it's this narcissistic ignorance that causes people like you to do embarrassing things, like leaving comments about Europeans and cell phones on a video about systemic anti-black racism in the United States. And while that could be written off as a comedic and senile non sequitur, we recognize it as a desperate attempt to center yourself in a conversation that has nothing to do with you. The irony being that white people like to say not all white people and they shouldn't be held accountable for the misdeeds of their ancestors, yet they want to be associated with the greatness of the things that they think they invented.
Like, seriously, lovelies, why is it that just the only thing that black people actually want to protect, the only thing they want to keep, the only thing they want to, still feel that, okay, we still have something to portray from, like, where we are coming from and all of that, you guys actually want to also take it, colonize it, make it and twist it to be yours. Like, I don't know the reason why you people can actually not do only this one thing. And sometimes you'll be talking about how, oh my god, this is something that happens in the past, like this people's culture, which they are trying so hard to protect, to just keep, amidst the ones you guys have taken, stolen, appropriated, twisted to be yours. Just this hair braiding is just a problem for you guys. Like, only this one thing that still makes them to still realize that, okay, we are from this part of the world, we are from this part of this culture. You guys are bent on trying to, appropriate it, trying to, so hard to take it, only just this one thing. Like, you guys practically take everything. You took away people's land, properties, you even took away people's ancestors, but this only one thing that still makes them to feel that, okay, we still have something, at least something to portray or something to represent us with. You guys also want to bend on taking it over. Like this, made me to actually remember this Iniko song, Jericho, where this woman, like, if you see the way this white woman actually changed the song, I think I need to put up, I think I need to put up that video again. Like, she actually changed the lyrics of the song and left the reading. Then she went ahead to cancel the song, telling people that it's so demonic, why they should stop, listening to that song. Oh, because it was created by a black artist. And people should go ahead to listen to hers because hers is, true worship and all of that. Like, seriously, why is it that this little thing that still want to make these people to, like, still feel that, okay, we're still among, we're still trying to, like, we still have something to protect. You guys are still bent in trying to take over it. You have taken over everything. Even what they have worked for, you guys have refused to pay for it. You have refused to pay reparation. You have refused to acknowledge it. Like, I don't understand. There are so many hairstyles out there. There are so many you guys, like, and another thing is that These people don't know, they feel that they are the sole producers and inventors of so many things on this earth. Like, black people never ever invented anything. No, nothing. We have never even invented. This also gave me, some sense of reasoning in terms of this Beyonce's country song. A lot of them, oh my God, they came out to talk about how country song was not invented by black people. Like, seriously. They feel that we are just nothing. We can't invent nothing. We are not intelligent. We are just crook. We are just like forgetting that. That's why anytime I come across this woman, this Asian lady, I just take my time, sit down and listen to what she has to say, because she is just giving them back to back the way they deserve it. Like, seriously, imagine they absolutely forgot that we can actually produce, or we even invented or produced something, because that's so good when they see that maybe somebody of my own type is trying to invent or produce something. They try to corner it, turn it to be their own invention. Like, what the heck? What is all this? Just a little bit of, okay, this is the only thing that still reminds us of our roots and where we come from. This is the only thing we don't want you guys to take away from us. You guys have taken away every other thing. You have stripped away every other thing. But this one thing, this one culture, they want to protect. You guys are bent on trying to maneuver it and turn it to your own. If not for the fact that we are always calling these people out, trying to, like, if we didn't do that, then that means before now they might even say, like, seriously, oh my God. I don't even know what to say at this point, because Annie has actually, given it back to them. Sometimes this woman, she's a kind of anti, real and see someone. She talk mostly about, history, what happens. So most times this, delusional, what people often come for her in her comment section, try to, like, bash her, all sort of thing. But she go ahead to educate them, to make them still realize that, okay, you guys are not aware. Let me just peel it out for you. Anytime I come across her, I was like, okay, she's just giving it to them the way they deserve it. I come off it. This little thing is, you guys don't want to sleep and wake up with that, oh my God, we still need to take away this one. Like seriously. This is just now getting to, anyways, lovelies. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of these videos, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment. We're just here for educational purposes, to open our eyes to the reality. Please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Anyways, why not just leave me your own sense in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or what. So we're just here for educational, informative, purposes, guys. Please share this video, subscribe if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload my next